Надеюсь, вы осознаете, что наши отношения не выйдут за пределы этой встречи.
Это вы никогда не сможете забыть меня.
Россию надо держать. Держать. Вот.
Za ruski film Matilda, koji govori o životu ruskog cara Nikolaja II, su svi koji prate medije čuli. Najviše zbog kontroverzi koje ga prate i koje su se posle mnogo neprijatnosti premijerom prošle nedelje u Sankt Petersburgu najzad završile. Na večerašnju beogradsku premijeru doputovala je glumica koja tumači naslovnu ulogu, Mihalina Olžanska, i ona je danas gošća 3 tačke. Hello and welcome to Belgrade.
Hi.
This has been such an exciting period for you these days. You had the premiere last week and now you're on tour. You came to Belgrade. How do you deal with it?
Well, it's always very nice moment when the movie is done and it's out. So we can go around and just be a part of this promotion part. It's my first time in Belgrade, and I don't have chance to see anything yet, but I hope I will tomorrow.
Yes, you have just arrived and you have already been for a stroll. I saw you coming in.
Yeah.
So you're a tourist.
Actually, I love that part. Mm-hmm. It's a chance to get to know, countries and people, and that's great.
Actors don't really have the opportunity to film such epic, huge movies like this one is. How was that experience for you?
Well, it was amazing because we don't make such movies in Poland, neither because of the budget and so on and so on. So when I was invited to the casting, I felt that it's such a great chance. And I was so excited, especially because they were already shooting the movie without the main actress, which is also fancy, but that's their style. And Alexei Uchicel is such an artist, so it was okay for him. So it wasn't really a casting, with a white wall and stuff like that. I already got to the set and already played with Lars, so that was something unique.
It's very interesting. You're a Polish actress. Playing main role in big Russian movie. How did you get that part? How did you speak Russian?
Well, about how did I get that part? I don't know really. It just happened.
You were the best on casting.
I don't know. I probably was what Alexei wanted Matilda to be like, or something like that. Kira, one of the producers, she just found me on the festival in Warsaw. She saw my movie and she she met with me and she invited me to the casting, and that's how it happened. Matilda she had Polish origins, so maybe that's why they were looking for an actress in Poland too. So here I am.
For those who still don't know, what's the story of this movie?
It's basically a love story, and I always stress that out because that's what the movie is about. It's about love between two young people, and at a certain point of their lives, they have to choose between love to another person, and in Nikolai's case, it's also a duty and love to the country, and in Matilda's case, it's love for Nicholas and also love for the ballet, because she had the opportunity to be his lover, but then she had to stop being a famous ballerina, and she just didn't want to sacrifice her passion. So it's a love story, that's it.
But that love story caused a big stir from day one while you were filming last year. What happened?
I don't know, it's really hard for me to talk about that because I was back in Poland and traveling around the world, so I wasn't there. I just got some news. I don't know, people are very sensitive. That's a good thing because everyone should be able to believe in whatever they want to. But I really believe that the movie it's not supposed to offend anyone or to be controversial. When we were shooting we had no idea that it can be such a great problem.
It's 21st century and people like to consider themselves open-minded. Everyone will say, I'm open-minded, but there are always groups of people who feel affected, as you said, and when it includes violence, it's not good. How did you cope with all those problems that happened? We read about it in our media.
I didn't have to because I wasn't there, so I felt safe, so I didn't have to think about it too much. And the problem is that people just heard what the story is about. They heard that it's about the lover of the Tsar, and they got scared that it can be offensive or something, so they reacted. And well, I don't want to no spoilers, right? Mm-hmm. But it's a history, and this love affair actually ended before he got married. So it's, in my opinion, it's not a sin. It's just, mistakes of the youth. Happens.
Yes. At the end, authorities said it's okay, and they condemned the violence, and everything is okay now, I believe.
I think so. Mm-hmm. I believe. Yeah.
As I said, you're very young, and I believe you had the opportunity to grow up open-minded because your parents are actors, you're artists, artistic family, and it's a very big thing when you grow up open-minded. How did you become an actress? As a kid, I believe.
Yeah, it was funny because my parents didn't want me to be an actress, which is quite common. So they tried to keep me as far away from the theater as possible because they were theater actors. They wanted me to be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that, which is totally impossible. Yes. But they didn't see the danger in the movies because they were not movie actors. So they showed me so many films. And I was growing up with in the cinema actually, so I was falling in love with the cinema since I was a child. And
yes, and these days you're filming something in Portugal?
I finished.
You finished?
I was shooting in Portugal this year, and now I'm shooting my first American-Polish production. It's in English, so
it's very interesting. How come you speak English so good, American English?
American English, I was practicing for the movie, so I do my best, but it's so hard because especially in Poland, when we are learning English, it's mostly British English, so we have all those English. Like "ka" and things like that. Yeah, that's super cool. But I had to practice to get rid of that British, British things. And I travel a lot, so I have to speak English just to communicate with people.
Mm-hmm. Is it difficult to act in foreign languages?
It's just it depends how you look at it. If you decide that it's just part of your job, you get used to that. Just I think it was much harder to practice ballet before shooting Matilda than to practice Russian. Ballet is like totally, if you don't practice it since you were 7 or 6 or 10, your body
practiced ballet before?
No. I mean for the movie, yeah, but not when I was a child. So my body just doesn't move like that.
Actors have to do a lot of different things.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. It's always interesting.
Yeah. My mom wanted me to be a doctor or a lawyer, so I could be if I got.
But I believe she's proud now.
She's happy because I'm happy. Mm-hmm. It's more like that, but she's always, it's so uncertain job and la la la. Moms.
Yes, but you have very fine career by now. You're much awarded, and you're, as I heard, you're one of the best Polish actresses, and you're still young.
Well, yeah, but you know how it works. You never know what's going to be the next day, so I'm just happy with what I have now, and we'll see.
Matilda is a very big Russian movie. What do you expect from it?
And I really hope that, because there are so many types of movies, right? There is this independent European cinema that you watch to feel something new, and it's mostly very like rough, right? And there are those movies like Matilda and like Hollywood big love affair, love dramas that you watch mostly to experience beauty, because it's beautiful. We were shooting in the real interiors like palaces and so on. The costumes are stunning. So that visual part is absolutely for 100% great.
Artists all over the world want to be free to express themselves, and you do many different things. You're not only an actress, as I heard. You already wrote 2 books.
Yes.
Yes. What are they about?
I have to point it out. I was 14 and 15 when I wrote them and published them. So yeah, I was trying everything I could. And the first one is about Atlantis, you know, the island, and the second one is not fantasy. It's around it happens in the Middle Ages, but it's so strange for me to talk about that because it was so many years ago.
And what about your music?
I played the violin for 12 years, and I graduated from the music school, but then I picked another path, just actually to check if it's gonna work, and it kind of did. So I will never go back to be a professional musician, like playing in the Philharmonic. But I have my violin, so sometimes when I feel sad or something, I just play for myself, and I treasure it a lot.
All those things make your life so colorful. But now you're in Belgrade, you have the premiere tonight, and I hope you'll have such a nice time on the premiere and in Belgrade. And what's next for you after that?
After that, I'm going to London for the Russian Film Festival, and to the festival also in Ireland. And maybe I will go to Paris, but I don't know yet. It depends on so many things. Yeah, but I like it, like traveling with the movie. It's like you did it, and now you can show it to the world.
Thank you very much for your time, and have a nice time in Belgrade.
Thank you, I will.
And we're looking forward to seeing this big Matilda movie.
Cool, thank you. Thank you so much.
Ты царь. Ты имеешь право на все, кроме любви.